see a blob on the horizon.
Yeah, I can see him, I think.
No, two blobs.
At least I think
Thunderflies.
it's him.
Could it be? Could
Something
be
going through
Martian.
his hair. Oh.
Oh.
Right, well now it's time to have a look at the Incredipede in Incredipede.
The word pede comes from the ancient Latin language and translates to foot. Insects such as millipedes and centipedes are named for the number of feet they
great.
have, with millipedes supposedly having 1,000 feet and centipedes a
Thanks, Darren.
measly
Yeah.
100.
So many
Both
facts.
names are quite misleading,
All right, Dan, I
however.
think that's quite enough. Quite enough.
Darren. Right, well this is a quirky physics-based puzzle platformer. You play as Quazzle, a strange creature known as an Incredipede who is on a quest to rescue her sisters from some no-good invaders.
And she has the special ability to grow limbs in all kinds of combinations to help get her through each level. She might be shaped like a boat, or a ball, or any weird design you've probably never imagined.
And while you are free in some of the game modes to actually create your own crazy Quazzle, the main campaign helps you out by giving you the specific design made to get you through each level.
Then all you have to do is simply get Quazzle to the finish line. On the way, you'll also need to get her to pick up items or push them through to the end. To unlock the next world and all of its levels, you'll need to collect most, but not all of them.
This game reminds me a lot of Quap. You control Quazzle's limbs with A and S keys, but also now and then with the K and L keys.
Yeah, controlling each version of Quazzle is a matter of trial and error, I think. You sort of sway your limbs around trying to figure out how to make her move properly. And it's easy to forget which button moves what, so often you'll end up doing exactly the opposite of what you intended.
Yeah, and just like Quap, I like the craziness, but it can get a little frustrating.
Yeah, especially because you can really easily see the way to get through each level, but actually executing that is the crazy, tricky part. And once they start adding in elements like lava and wind, it gets even trickier.
The campaign is fairly short, only about 2 or 3 hours, depending on how skilled you are. But once you've finished, you may feel brave enough to tackle the hard mode. This contains harder versions of the levels from the campaign, which you have to design your own Quazzle to solve.
I loved making these strange, crazy creatures, but building a sensible and functional design is pretty tricky.
Yeah, there's a definite skill to creating the right design for that job.
And for the extra creative spawnlings, there's a complete level editor, which is easy to use. And designs can be shared online, so even if you don't want to build your own, you still have access to a near infinite amount of extra levels to play through.
Well, all in all, I had a really good time with this. It's crazy and inventive, and there's a decent challenge there as well, so I'm giving it 8.
Yeah, it's the sort of game you want to play with your friends. You know, the controls are so fiddly that it just becomes funny, making all those trial and errors and failing and watching them laugh at you. I'm going to give this 8 as well.
All right, with that business out of the way, I believe my takeoff has received clearance from Central Command.
Central Command?
Kerry O'Brien.
All right, Darren, but travel safely.
Affirmative. Engaging downward thruster.
Why doesn't he just use the window?
I wonder where he's off to first.
Well, we should get off to answering some questions at the Ask Good Game desk.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Amazing! I can still see his equatorial bulge from all the way up here!